Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV here with some news that you need to know about. Okay, so I'm gonna give everyone just a few minutes to get on. I should have got me something to drink before I went live, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be here long, y'all. I just want to come on with some very important news. Okay. I hope you all are doing well. It is a cold, the temperature is dropping, but it's also a rainy Saturday here in Georgia where I am. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Please let me know that you can hear me and see me clearly. Okay, please give this video a thumbs up. That will let me know you can hear me and see me clearly. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome. All right, you all, please let me know, can you hear me and see me clearly? All right, please let me know that you can hear me and see me clearly before I start my broadcast. I hope that you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. And I want to say thank you all so much for your support, okay? I told you all that here in Georgia, where I am, the weather is changing, okay? We have seen that, for example, it's been mostly warm, okay, in my area. As of recent, it's been warm. And now the temperature is starting to get much colder. We've had rain in my area. Excuse me, I may have to get up and get something to drink. But we've had rain in my area. And as a matter of fact, it's like kind of misting rain now. But I want to come on and talk to you all about a new thing that they're saying is out now. You all know here on the channel, we've been talking about all different topics. And when I talk about the thing, y'all, okay, I'm talking about related to the pandemic, okay, the cause of it. That word that starts with a C that, for whatever reason, this platform does not tend to like, okay? So I want to, hold on just a minute. I'm going to have to get up and get something to drink. I hope you are doing well. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have not already subscribed, and I want to invite you to join our community, okay? Give me just a minute, y'all. Let me get something to drink. Hey to everyone tuning in. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I'm about to share some very important information. Like I said, let me get something to drink first. and then I'll be right back because I'm coughing, okay? If this is your first time tuning in, I want to say welcome. I'm Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. I bring you news and commentary you can use. We talk about a lot of current topics, things that are going on, and I have a very important story that I want to share with you all, but give me just a moment. Let me get something to drink, and we're going to have that conversation, okay? I'll be right back, y'all. All right. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Okay, I had to get a little something to eat while I was up. I want to say welcome to the channel. Thank you all so much for your support. Okay, y'all, listen. I want to tell you about something that's going on right now. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. This is a slice of cake here. It almost melted. See there, y'all? All right, I want to talk about a new thing that's going on, y'all. Please say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can give you a shout out, okay? Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, I want to invite you to subscribe and join our community, okay? All right, y'all, listen. There's a new thing out, okay? So, you know, for whatever reason, we know this channel doesn't like certain words used, right? Let me get some of this cake, y'all. This cake is so good. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate you, okay? This cake is so good, y'all. Okay. There's a new type of thing that's out, okay? A new variation of the C word, and you need to know about it, okay? Let me go back to my information here. All right, y'all. According to my sources, okay, according to my sources, as the United States enters what they're calling respiratory virus season, okay, please stick around because you need to know this, okay? As I'm telling you, I want you to tell other people too, okay? Do your research. People need to know what's going on. So my sources say that as the United States enters respiratory virus season and health officials roll out updated V-word, the thing in arms, okay, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? They're now saying that a new type of thing, they're calling it, I don't even know if I want to say the letters, y'all. Y'all do your research on it, okay? I'm going to say everything except the name of it. This cake is so good, y'all. Okay, they're saying that a new type of thing has come out, right? And it's currently sweeping the country. Now, listen to what they're saying, y'all. this new type of variety of the thing, right? They're saying that it has rapidly overtaken other variations, other strands, including another one that they named. Now they're saying that this is the most dominant one that's going around, okay? According to my sources, as of late October, this particular new thing is responsible for what they're saying for more than a quarter of all new cases. Okay, now listen to this, y'all. They're starting to say, and you let me know, are you hearing this in your area? They're starting to say that the cases are rising again. What are your thoughts on that? So they're saying that this new type of thing is responsible for more than a quarter of all new cases, and health officials are said to be monitoring this new type of thing amid concerns of a winter, a surge in this new thing, okay? Now, we've talked about it here on the channel before, right? We've talked about concerns that, how is it that so many different varieties of this thing are coming out? Where's it coming from? What's really going on, right? All right, shout out to you. I appreciate your support, Garrett. I want to invite you all to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Join our community, okay? Okay, y'all. Let me keep going. I'm on talking about this new type of thing, okay? Hi, welcome, welcome, everyone. On this channel, we are adults who we talk about things that are happening in our economy, in our communities, in the world, and we're you know, talking about solutions, how to be prepared, okay? Notice I said keyword adults here, okay? I do not talk to minors on the channel. This is not that type of channel. So again, I want to stress the fact that this is a channel for adults, okay? All right, y'all. As the channel is growing, I just have to say that, okay? I think you all could understand where I'm coming from, right? Listen, I want to give a shout out to let's see, some of our new subscribers. Okay, if you subscribed to the channel recently, I want to thank you for your support. If you are a returning subscriber, my day ones, I want to say thank you all so much for continuing to support the channel and the growth of the channel. I really appreciate you all. Okay, y'all, let me get back to the topic now. So for those of you all who are just joining in, welcome, welcome. I'm Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV. I have over 900 videos where I talk about all type of different topics, from food shortages to business news, current events, world events. And not only do I talk about those topics, but I talk about ways that we can look at what's going on, learn from it, see what's really going on, ask questions, and be prepared, okay? And get prepared. So right now, y'all, they're saying that there's a new type of thing that's out. New type of thing that, you know, led to the start of the pandemic, maybe one can say. So this is what they're saying, y'all. They're saying this new thing has accounted for an estimated 25.2% of new cases, okay, of the C word during the 2-week period ending October 28th, according to the latest data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Okay, after I'm about to say it, y'all. Okay, you can do your research and see the name of it, right? The next most common variety, they're saying, in the U.S., they actually go on to talk about a lot of different things, okay? But they're saying that all the most prevalent strands of this new thing in the U.S. are offshoots of the O, the kind that starts with an O, which first emerged in November 2021, they're saying, okay? Now, although, listen to this, y'all. They're saying that although the cases and hospitalizations have been trending downward after a late summer surge, okay? They're saying that it's continuing to pick up speed around the country, okay? Cases are expected to increase again this winter, as was the case the past 3 years, okay? As of the past 3 years, okay? Now, they're also saying, let's see what they're saying. Someone asked me, am I Jewish? What does that have to do with the topic? What does that have to do with the topic? Okay. Okay. So they're also saying, y'all, that this new thing is a family of viruses, they're saying, that likes to mutate. And that it's also very close to the other variations that have been out there, okay? For the most part, okay, and this is according to a report, for the most part, scientists are not concerned about what new variants, like this new one, which look very similar to strains we've already seen before, okay? They're also saying that, however, there are a few highly mutated strands which have set off alarm bells, okay? These include, and they go on to name them. Fortunately, they're saying, yeah, this is kind of, let me skip over some of this, okay? Because they're actually talking about the names of the different types of things. And I don't necessarily want to say that here on the channel. But you can do your research, okay? They're saying they're highly transmissible, and they spread more effectively or quickly. Let's see. Right now it's saying that this new thing could be slightly better at spreading from person to person than previous strains. And it appears, it says that this new thing could also be slightly better at escaping prior immunity. Listen to this, y'all. To the C word, but not enough to cause alarm. Okay, that's according to a director of the Center for Virology and the V word research at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston. Okay. Although it is more transmissible, okay, this is according to sources. Although it is more transmissible, it does not appear to produce more severe disease or lead to more hospitalizations. Okay, of course we know, excuse me, they tell us one thing, and then it could be something else. Okay, hold on just a minute, y'all. Just sorry about that. Okay, now let's talk about the symptoms. Okay, this is what they're saying are the symptoms, y'all. The symptoms caused by infection with this new thing, okay, are similar, they're saying, to those caused by recent other variations, right? Which include, okay, now this is a list that they're giving. They says sore throat, congestion or stuffiness, runny nose, cough, fatigue, headache, muscle aches, fever, or chills. Okay. And according to, let me see who this person is. Hold on just a moment. This person is, I'm trying to see who they're referred to in the comments. This person's last name is Schaffner. Let me see who they're, okay. Dr. William Schaffner, who is a professor of infectious diseases at Vanderbilt University Medical Center, okay? So he's saying that the symptoms of this new type of thing, again, you can do your research. I'm just coming on making you aware of what's going on. The symptoms caused by this infection with this new type of thing are similar to those caused by recent variants, says Dr. Schaffner, which include, okay, I'm going over them again, y'all. They're saying sore throat, congestion or stuffiness, runny nose, cough, fatigue, headache, muscle aches, fever, or chills, okay? Dr. Schaffner also said, and I quote, congestion, sore throat, and dry cough seem to be the three most prominent symptoms, okay, right now, okay? Increasingly, according to sources, hello everyone who's tuning in, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I want as many people as possible to see this video and hear the information so that they can know what's going on and make a plan to protect and provide for their family, okay? Okay, also, my sources say that increasingly doctors report that COVID-19 symptoms appear to follow a pattern of being concentrated in the upper respiratory tract, starting with a sore throat and followed by congestion or a runny nose. Coughing isn't typically a primary symptom, according to the sources, but it can persist. It also says that the virus seems to produce a kind of chronic bronchitis, so that you can have a cough syndrome that lasts beyond the period, which, so I'm sorry, let me read this again, y'all. Coughing, it says, isn't typically a primary symptom, but it can persist. The virus seems to produce a kind of chronic bronchitis, so that you can have a cough syndrome that lasts beyond the period where you've recovered from other symptoms, it's saying, okay? Another trend that they're seeing is that the C word seems to be causing milder infections, likely because people have some prior immunity, they're saying, okay? Dr. Schaffner was quoted as saying, and I quote, by milder, we mean it doesn't require hospitalization, even though you can feel quite miserable for several days, okay? There were also some concerns about the test, okay, the C word test, okay? They're saying that it will detect this new thing, according to Dr. Schaffner. I'm not going to sit here and, read something and encourage people to go get tested. That's not what I'm here to do. So I'm just going to skip that part. But then here's where it gets concerning. So they're saying that the only way to distinguish the C word from RSV or the flu is to by testing. But wasn't there a time, y'all, when they were saying that the tests were kind of like flawed? What's really going on with that? It seemed like there was a time when they were saying that the tests may or may not have been accurate. But that's pretty much the gist of what the article is saying. Okay, do you all have any questions about what's going on in the economy? Maybe something you would like to know more about. I can look it up real quick and research it. Do you all have any questions? Hold on, y'all. All right, so I'm giving you all a minute to ask any questions. What questions do you have? Okay, maybe I should have been more specific. Someone asked, how old are you? I don't talk about my age on the channel, but I am here to answer any questions that you have about the economy. All right, you all let me know if you have any questions about any of the topics that I covered in this video, any topics that I've covered on the channel. Hello. Hi, welcome, welcome. Yes, I am live. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that the family is doing well. So, the topic today, I was actually talking about the new type of thing that is out. I'll go over it again. Let's see. Okay, so according to the CDC, right, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, they're actually saying that there's a new type of thing out. Okay, now I'm gonna say that there are some words that this platform, for whatever reason, they don't want us to say. So I'm gonna say the C word. Okay, but the C word is the word that's affiliated with the start of the pandemic. Okay, it's a word, then it has a number attached to it. So you probably know what I'm talking about. But this is what they're saying, y'all. Okay, so they're saying that as the United States, according to my sources, as the United States enters respiratory virus season, okay, this is what they're calling it, and health officials roll out updated V word, okay, the things in the arms. They're saying that a new type of variant or variation has emerged and is currently sweeping the country, okay? They're saying that, of course, we know there have been other types of strands that have been introduced, but they're saying that this particular one, they're monitoring it, and they're concerned that it may really pick up as we enter, more of the winter months. So some of the symptoms sound similar to like what people may see from a cold or, from the flu. The symptoms are what they're saying: sore throat. And this is according to a Dr. Schaffner. Let me see where he is from. Dr. Schaffner, it says, is a professor of infectious diseases at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Okay, so this is what they're saying. Okay, the symptoms are sore throat, congestion or stuffiness, runny nose, cough, fatigue, headache, muscle aches, fever, or chills. Okay, and also the doctors, according to this particular doctor, was quoted as saying, and I quote, congestion, sore throat, and dry cough seem to be the three most prominent symptoms. Okay, so again, y'all, as I share this information, it's not to scare you. It's not to frighten you, but I want to make you aware of what's going on so that you can make a plan to protect and provide for your family in these times. Okay, I agree. A lot of the symptoms sound it seems like each time a new one comes out, the symptoms sound pretty much the same as the one before it, and the one before that one, and the one before that one. I'm not here to criticize whether people decide to go get tested, whether they decide to get the thing in the arm. It's up to people. People have that choice. But I do want to encourage people to do their research, okay? A lot of information that maybe they did not tell in the beginning when all of this was introduced. More and more information is starting to come out. And I think some people are really seeing what's going on, and they're asking questions, okay? All right. So that's that story. Let me see other topics. Another topic that I wanted to mention to you all. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your Saturday evening to tune into the channel. I really appreciate your support, okay? Let's see. Let me go back. Yes, I agree. Fear attracts the very thing you fear, so I encourage you not to be scared, but to be prepared. That's a good message. Thank you. Okay, y'all, I'm not going to hold you long. That was the main thing that I wanted to come on and talk about. Let's see. There was another story that I had seen. Let me see if I can find some information on it. Let's see. Okay, that's a good question. The question was asked in the chat. What is your thoughts? Or what are your thoughts about the war? I feel like this. I try not to. That's a really good question. I try not to really focus on what's happening because it seemed like, number one, it seemed like that's really what the media wants us to focus our attention on. I always ask myself this question. I say, well, since the media wants us to focus on that, what else is really going on? What else is going on, whether it's here in our local community, in Georgia, in the United States, in the world somewhere? What else, while the media has our attention on that or wants our attention to be on the war, what else is really going on that we need to know about that they're not telling us? So I think about that. I did do my research on that. I know that for many years now, some people would even say it has biblical ties. And I did my research, and it seems like, these are two groups of people that have inhabited pretty much the same land or the same area of land. And for many years now, it seems like they've been fighting for control over that land, maybe land and resources. I have a lot of questions based on the research I've done. I really feel like maybe not many people really understand kind of the background of this particular war. It really goes deeper than I think a lot of people understand. And I feel like right now, based on what they're telling us, a lot of people, and it seems like the people of Palestine, a lot of them are losing their lives. Now, I feel like, when you really look at it and see what's going on, it is deep, right? It almost seems like to me that one group is trying to completely take the other group out. Now, is that to take over the land and to take the land from them? I'm not sure. But it's very concerning. It's very concerning. And that's what I'll say about that. It's very concerning. I don't really think people will, I don't know if they really want the truth to be out about really what's going on. But it seems like that, I don't know, it seems like it's causing further and further division. Because now you hear, what do we hear with this happening across the United States? We hear, they're trying to stop, or they're trying to take away groups from, and I'm not here saying one side is right, one side is wrong. But, it seems like the people who are trying to stand up and say, hey, they feel for whatever reason that it's wrong to do the Palestinian people that way. It seems like there are things being put into place to try to stop them from protesting and speaking out. There are people who have criticized both sides of this, but I try not to get too tied up into it because it goes very deep. And I don't think many people really are really ready to really understand and know what's going on. Okay. What are your particular thoughts about that? What are your particular thoughts? While you're sharing that, I do want to bring another story to everyone's attention. Let me type this in. Let me see if I can find it. That's a good point. Okay, so I do want to tell you all about this, and this will be my last story before I have to go. But the next time you go shopping, okay, remember how I was telling you all, so this topic is on AI, right? Remember how I was telling you all that they're going to try to sell us on convenience. They're going to try to sell us on not only convenience, but like a better shopping experience, all of these things, right? I want you to know, I want you to know, the next time you go grocery shopping, right? If you use the self-checkout line. Now, in some of the stores that I've gone to, and I've actually shown you all this here on the channel, I'm noticing that more and more stores, okay, stores that didn't even have self-checkout are starting to get self-checkout. For example, Sprouts is one of them. Okay, I remember times before where Sprouts grocery store, they did not have self-checkout. Kroger has had self-checkout, but one thing that I'm noticing in this particular article that I'm going to reference is about Kroger, but I'm noticing even though Kroger has multiple checkout lanes, right, where a human actually gets your groceries, you know, you get interact with a human, they get your groceries and they scan your groceries, and you know, they're bagging them for you. Well, I'm starting to notice, and you all can let me know what you're seeing as well. I'm starting to notice that they have less lanes open with humans there to check out. Okay. They even have registers. They'll say, okay, card only. We do not accept cash, no cash back. I see all of that. But, okay, do you know, and I'm going to read some information about this, y'all, okay? Do you know that Kroger, okay, Kroger has actually, they're using this new system, AI system, right? And they have signed a deal, okay, according to my sources, they have signed a deal with an Irish artificial intelligence firm, Everson, okay, this is an international foreign company, to use the company's technology. Excuse me, y'all. They want to use the company's technology to help stop items from passing through self-checkout stations in the grocery stores without being scanned. Okay, now think about this, y'all. Self-checkout. Okay, let's be real. I'm not saying that I have done this, right? But self-checkout could possibly be one of the easiest ways to steal, commit fraud, you know, whatever it is in the grocery store, right? You pretend to scan one item, you put 2 or 3 behind it, put it in your bag, right? Well, do you all know that stores, okay, now that they're moving more towards this AI, robot labor type of situation, they're catching on to the fact. And also they have even said, you know, a lot of these stores have announced, like Walmart, for example, even possibly Kroger, they have announced that, you know, some of their stores may in fact have to close because they're, because of theft, rising theft, inventory loss and things like that. And they're catching on. Okay, so as more stores put self-checkout and are utilizing self-checkout in their stores, they're now turning to AI to help fight crime. Okay, so here's where I'm connecting this, y'all. They sold it on the fact that, okay, this is convenient. Self-checkout, you can get your items, you can be out, within just a few minutes. Very convenient, right? But what privacy are you giving up? Okay. Now listen, y'all, this is what's going on, okay? They're saying that this Everson system uses computer vision cameras to detect if a shopper fails to scan an item and discreetly alerts a store employee who can intervene before the customer leaves without paying for the merchandise. Okay. Kroger, the article says, began installing the Everson equipment in stores in March and plans to deploy it at as many as 2,500 supermarkets as part of an effort to combat shrink. Okay. Again, it says Kroger's arrangement with Everson is part of a broad effort by store operators to stem the billions of dollars. Listen to this, y'all. Billions of dollars in losses they incur when shoppers and store employees neglect to scan items at checkout counters, either intentionally or by mistake. Okay, now what concerns do you have regarding this type of technology? Now, again, this is computer, okay, robot, as you can say. So there is room for error, but a lot of people don't know about this, okay? Could it leave open the possibility of either targeting groups of people or certain people? We just don't know because, again, this is a privacy concern that many people may not know about. And what I mean by target people, maybe thinking that, I think I saw an article about this in the news where a man, maybe he was mistaken as doing something and he wasn't, and artificial intelligence somehow was used to catch him, but he really didn't do anything wrong. So this is something that will be a concern. Now, they're also saying that retail shrink is rising at a fast clip with losses attributable to shoplifting, okay? Theft by store workers and organized retail crime amounting to $61.7 billion last year, a more than 20% increase, excuse me, from $50.6 billion in 2018, according to figures released in July by the National Retail Federation, okay? In an illustration of the challenges, the article says, they face in reducing those figures while also demonstrating their tech savvy to consumers, retailers are hoping that tools such as artificial intelligence and high-resolution cameras will help them reduce theft as well as automate the checkout process, okay? Right, store convenience over the customer, exactly. Let's see. Listen to this, y'all, okay? Kroger is not the only store utilizing this type of technology. Now, they're saying, I haven't heard of this company. They're saying companies like Standard Cognition, Amazon, of course, I've heard of them. Another company, Grabango and Mashgen, I haven't heard of those, have come up with ways to let customers entirely bypass checkout counters with technology that is able to keep a closer watch. Think this is convenient, y'all, but it's really watching you to keep a closer watch than humans can on merchandise. They're saying, for example, the cameras Grabango uses to track what people remove from shelves can see the same level of detail as the human eye, enabling the system to identify products even if they look highly similar to one another, according to the company's chief business officer, okay? Retailers like Sam's Club and New York's West Side Market, the article says, have integrated computer vision systems with their scan and go programs to recognize products faster. Okay, all of this is AI, y'all. While Amazon's Fresh Dash Cart uses similar technology to log each item as shoppers place them inside. Okay, now a video on Everson's website notes that while the eye is remarkably good at discerning color and other details, excuse me, it is able to focus on only one image at a time. A key disadvantage that the company says its technology is designed to overcome, okay? Methods to spot retail theft have grown in importance for grocers as the industry looks for ways to speed up the checkout process. Stores have used self-checkout stations for years. Okay, we all can agree on that, right? As a way to reduce friction. And Walmart, listen to this, y'all. Walmart recently eliminated traditional checkout aisles in one of its stores to test the reaction from customers. So imagine y'all walking into a Walmart and the only option to check out is self-checkout. Now, I don't know about you all. I actually, when I go into the store, I make a conscious effort to not use the self-checkout. Simply because, more than likely, when I think of I'm gonna be honest, when I think of self-checkout, I think of, okay, you only have maybe like less than 10 items. You just want to, get in. Maybe you don't want to stand in line. Maybe you want to get in the store, get your items, pay for your items, and get out quickly, right? Self-checkout, think about the hassle of having a buggy full of items, right? And you got to go through the self-checkout. Isn't that inconvenient? It seems like it defeats the whole purpose. So anytime I go into the store, okay, the only time I use self-checkout, I have to really be in a hurry, or there's absolutely no other option but self-checkout. I always try to go through the line to talk to a human, interact with a human, I put my items, on the counter. It rolls to the the person, they scan it and they bag it, okay? I really don't like using self-checkout. Wow. What are you seeing as far as the medical field when it comes to AI? Okay, I'll be curious to know your thoughts and your insight on that. Now, let's see what they're also saying, y'all. Let me see if I can click this. Now, they're saying, so listen, y'all. This is a test, right? They're testing, okay? Oh, yes. Telehealth, exactly. Now, with telehealth, I know that's... So is that interacting with a live doctor or a live nurse, or is that like a robot speaking to the patient? Okay. Now, here's what they're saying. Walmart. I'm gonna do some research on this, y'all. Wow, they're talking to a robot? Now that's crazy. Wow. What direction is the world really going in? Okay. Stores, they're saying stores have used, okay, I already read that. Walmart, I'm gonna do some research on this, y'all. I'm gonna make this a separate video. Walmart recently eliminated, think about this, y'all. Think about your local Walmart. Walmart recently eliminated traditional checkout aisles in one of its stores to test the reaction from customers. I wonder what, or from consumers. I wonder what their reaction was. Now, not to bash Walmart, but it seems like it's hard to find help in Walmart. And what I mean is, maybe you can't find something in the store. Maybe you just want to ask, hey, do you have any more of it? I don't see it on the shelf. Do you have any more in the back? It's hard to find people, it seems like, who can help you in Walmart, okay? Now, and a lot of people shop at Walmart. So imagine the only way you can check out at Walmart is through the self-checkout. Now, I know we're thinking in terms of convenience, but think about how many jobs that actually takes away. Okay, is anybody even thinking about that? Wow, drugstores. Okay, drugstores. Right, having the self-checkout. That's something as well. Now, they're also saying in this particular article that the pandemic put a spotlight on self-checkout systems because using them can help customers avoid contact with store employees. Y'all think about going back to the start of the pandemic. I'm not saying that it wasn't something real, because we clearly see, just knowing people that got sick, even people that, are no longer here anymore. We know that it was a thing. We know that something was going on. But it seemed like in many ways, it seemed like it was a test for many things. I'm going to be honest with you all. Now, one of the places that I shop, speaking of Walmart, I actually prefer Target over Walmart for many different reasons. You can find help in Target. I just find that it's a better overall shopping experience. But, okay, Now, I gotta admit, y'all, one service from Target that came about during the pandemic was how you can order your merchandise and you can just drive up and get it, okay, without even going in the store. Now, that's a feature that I still use to this day. I find it convenient because, you know, let's say I have my child with me. I don't feel like you're not going in the store for whatever reason. I can just order it. Or even, let's say I'm somewhere and I say, okay, I need to order this, this, and this. I can put my order in. Within 2 hours, it'll be ready. And on the way home, I can just stop, pick it up. I don't have to get out and, you know, go through all of the people, you know, shopping in the store and all of that. I pull up, I open my app, I let them know I'm here, and they bring out my paid for merchandise. So that's a feature I still use. It's very convenient. But what I want to say is, and I'm going to close with this, it seemed like the pandemic, okay, it seemed like it was a test for many things that are happening now and even many things that are to come. This implementation of more self-checkout could very well be an extension of that. As a matter of fact, it seems like the article mentions it as such. But with that, okay, brings concerns of, in the name of convenience, just how much of our privacy are we actually giving up, okay? And that's what I feel like we all should be concerned about. So I'm going to keep you all updated on this story. I want to say thank you all so much for supporting me here on the channel. I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to try to go live more consistently. I would very much love to have a certain night of the week where I do go live, but sometimes that's very challenging depending on my schedule and my family's schedule. But still, stay tuned. For those of you all who subscribe to the channel, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful for your support. I want you to also make sure that not only do you subscribe to the channel, but make sure you hit all notifications. That way, whenever I do go live or I upload new content, you should get a notification. Now, I'm not saying that you always will, okay? Because for whatever reason, sometimes this platform, I don't know, it just doesn't want to notify people for whatever reason. So, but many of you have shared with me that you do get the notifications, okay? So make sure you watch the videos tab to catch up on my many videos. Y'all, I have videos. I've had this channel now going on 3 years. And I have videos from over 2 years ago, from the very beginning of the channel, that are still very relevant today. So make sure you check those out. The playlist, the live tabs. Okay, anytime I'm live, all of my live videos save under the live tab, so it's there. And also, make sure you check out the community tab, okay? The community tab, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your support always, always, okay? And the community tab is kind of like a social media. It's like a social media aspect to the channel where I can post articles. You all have a chance to comment. I can post videos. I can do polls, quizzes, things like that. Just another way to keep us interacting and connected and engaged, okay? Listen, y'all, thank you so much for your support. I pray that you are doing well and your family is doing well. Know that there's so much happening in this world, and I want to take the time to encourage you all to be encouraged. I want to encourage you to continue to be prepared, having your emergency food supply, your survival needs. Okay, I talk about all of those things here on the channel. Making sure that you add water to your emergency food supply. Y'all, there's so much happening with the water supplies, the water systems all across the United States, okay, and even the world. As a matter of fact, speaking of the war, I'm even seeing now where they're saying that the people's power and the water is even being affected over there. So that's why I say it really seemed like one group, when you start taking away basic needs, water, food, water, shelter, okay, they're even, from what the media is reporting, they're even saying that the hospital is being affected or over there, or shut down or attacked or something like that, okay? It seemed like to me, one group is really trying to take out the other group. But the question is, what's really going on behind that. And speaking of the war, since this new alleged war has started, I haven't really heard much about the Ukraine war, Russia and Ukraine, what's going on with that. So that's why I say one thing that I have learned, okay, especially in these last few years, 2 to 3 years, is that whenever it seems like the media wants our attention to be on a specific thing, the real question we should be asking is, what's going on or what's coming that they're not telling us about? Okay, remember back in October, y'all, actually I told y'all this was coming before then, but remember we had the nationwide emergency test. Y'all remember that? Now, I shared with you all, I didn't get the alert on my phone. My phone was actually turned off. All my electronic devices were turned off, so I didn't see it. I saw it, but it wasn't, I didn't see it because it was on my phone. My phone was off, but I was around other people and their phones were going off. We still don't have any clear answers about that. Okay, what was that really about? What's coming that they haven't told us about that they want us to be prepared for? Okay, those are all things I want you to think about, y'all. So again, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you all. I want you to take care, be blessed, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, take care of your loved ones. Stay safe, stay encouraged, be blessed. And thank you all so much for supporting me here on Andrea Speaks TV, okay? I'll see you all in another video. I'll see you all in the next live. Thank you for your support. For everyone on here that took the time to tune in on this Saturday, this very rainy Saturday, here where I am. I appreciate you all so much. Bless you. And I really appreciate your support always, okay? Take care, y'all. I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you so much for supporting me here